Hey guys, welcome back to Super Gamer Guys Play. We have a bit of a different video for you today. So just a little bit of background information before we start. I play Starcraft, and I'm fairly good at it. I know a lot of things. I watch pro matches and stuff. Chandler as well. He's like getting there. He's learning and things, but we both know like the mechanics of the game and are fairly decent at it and know what we're doing. Now, there was this kid on our TeamSpeak, and I'm not entirely sure how he got on there. Chandler just gives out information way too much. And so, yeah, he was like really annoying. He's, I don't know how old he is, but he's fairly young. Like, he's one of those annoying kids you'd find on Call of Duty calling you a faggot. And actually, he does that too. But that's beside the point. He decided that he would get StarCraft too. And he's been playing it for 3 days. He can beat easy bots, so he thinks that he thought he was really good. And he's like, I can get battle cruisers in 4 minutes, and so everyone there was like, hey, we should have Michael face him. So they messaged me, and they're like, hey, you should face Topgunner in StarCraft. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do that. And so I just went on, and this is the match that proceeded. We don't mention it in the video, but there was one point where I left and went and made a sandwich, and came back while he was still playing. So yeah, enjoy. So, ready to watch. This is the most pro of pro games.
I've never seen a more professional game in my entire life.
Alright, so, right now we're just gonna shoutcast a game between me and, probably one of the biggest noobs at this game.
Yep.
He claims that he was really good and that, he can beat those bots a lot.
Battle cruisers in 4 minutes.
Yep. I want to see these battle cruisers in 4 minutes.
It's interesting. He actually gets battle cruisers at 40 minutes in this game, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see.
Yep.
Let me just make sure my game sound is down enough.
All right.
Just kind of put that down to like 12. All right. Let's do this.
All right. Eating some fruit snacks. Pro game elite Topgunner Terran with the best, the most professional.
Pretty much, we just need to watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
so
Everything Michael does is fine. So we're just gonna watch.
So, I mean, start of the game. You don't need SCVs. You just need to wait there.
Yep.
And do nothing. I mean,
You
this
need enough
8 p.m.
minerals for your first building, which is obviously going to be your supply depot. But obviously, you would want to build that at 6. And most people think 9, but 9 is actually not what you want to do. You want to build it at 6. Just kind of to throw off your opponent a bit. When they start scouting, you'll be like, wow, they're professionals. They went supply 6.
Yeah.
I can't even tell what they're doing.
I mean, you need that supply really early.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially since his production is so high right now. He's producing so many units.
Leaving the SCV there is a great strategy because it throws them off. Because they're thinking you're going to be getting more minerals than you actually are. And
Bringing another
taking
SCV,
a different
engineering
SCV.
bay there.
Yeah. And I mean, engineering bay is a much better thing to get than a barracks.
Units are completely useless.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, that supply depot that he has is completely, it's the most, like, that's all he needs. That's going to win the game for him, really.
Yeah.
He's going to get that engineering bay up pretty quickly. SCV is going to stand right there and not go back onto anything at all whatsoever, and probably won't do anything for the rest of the game.
So yeah, now he's starting his SCV production. Because now he's like, maybe I need some SCVs. They'll
SCV
help.
being produced. Almost done. And it's out.
Yep.
Where does it go? Goes right on the minerals. Why? Because it's set by default to go on the minerals.
Yep. And that's all the SCVs you need. And then you should go for barracks.
Go directly for your barracks, obviously. I mean, because you're not using any of your supply at all whatsoever, so you might as well put it somewhere. And you're just going to put out your first barracks here. And it looks like we're getting Dractor up there. As you can see, we have our first scouting. At this point, he knows that he has won the game already because, I mean, he had that 6 supply.
Yeah, I mean,
that 6 supply, he won the game with that.
The moment I saw that, I was like, well, shit, dude.
Yeah, you knew you couldn't do anything.
Also, like, look at this vision that Topgunner has. He can see effectively none of outside of his base because he doesn't need to see outside of his base.
No. Definitely not. When he's going to get his battle cruisers in under 30 seconds here now. So I mean, he doesn't need any vision. He's just gonna storm battle cruisers across the map. That's all he needs to do.
Yep. And as you can see, we're approaching the 4-minute mark, and I can definitely see the battle cruiser plan coming through.
Yeah. That idle SCV over there behind the barracks, you see it's hiding. It's hiding because it's masterfully thinking exactly where it's going to put the starport.
You can see like him doing right now absolutely nothing in the production tab. This is a great strategy. It allows him to just contemplate and
Exactly.
formulate a good strategy.
You just think, all right, what am I gonna do? I'm getting minerals. I'm at half my supply. I'm gonna make a.
Oh, he was waiting for the minerals. He was waiting for the gas for the factory.
Factory, yeah. Factory.
That makes perfect sense. Right?
Perfect.
And we're just gonna line up the building. Barracks aren't really useful at all. They're just there so that way you can get to the factory.
I mean, we're just gonna try to squeeze them in as much as possible. As you can see, Michael goes in for the kill on his SCVs. Got 3 Zerglings. He has absolutely nothing to defend with, but that 6 supply is probably what's going to win it for him.
And
that 6 supply is
it's just
still
like
standing.
it's way too intimidating. So Michael just has to leave. I mean,
yeah, you can't even.
I couldn't stay in there for that much longer. I just was like, man, he's got so much stuff right there.
If you look very closely at the 6 supply, you can see the little fan spinning faster and faster. When that gets to a certain speed, it just starts sucking everything in, and like you can't, nothing can escape. You can't move. I mean, even his overseer that is down here, it wouldn't be able to escape.
Yep.
Everything gets sucked in. The entire map would be gone. So Michael needs to make sure that he stays out of the base as much as possible and does damage quickly.
Yeah, I mean, like I was completely intimidated. If you look, like I have all these Zerglings, but those are no match for how powerful these buildings are.
There's absolutely no way you can take down a 6 supply.
Yeah, I mean, also setting your rally points is a very noob thing. Like you don't want to be setting rally points. Just have them spawn right there.
Have them spawn right there. He has three Marines now. 2 of them sitting in the barracks. 1 of them just kind of sitting on the middle. Gonna sit in his natural here. Move up the ramp. Quickly take out 1 Marine. Have 1 Marine just sit there. Other Marine sit there. Both get taken out quickly. Gonna try to take out that SCV. What is he building here exactly? Is it another starport? Okay, he's getting the starport up.
Yeah, he was going for his nice battle cruiser rush.
Yep. So battle cruiser rush. It's pretty much gone now. Can't get that right this minute. Take down the
4 SCVs on minerals is the optimal amount. It allows you to effectively get no minerals.
Yep.
Which makes it so effectively you can't build anything.
You know, he's getting a little close to the 6 supply, so he's gonna have to be very careful about where he can see. As you can see, he has to move out because that 6 supply was about to just ruin everything. You can the fan's actually slowing down now, so I mean you're getting pretty safe.
Yeah.
That Overlord is fine though. It's not really. It doesn't affect the speed of the fan on top of the 6 supply.
You don't need to repopulate your SCVs. The biggest thing you need back is that barrack, so you can go straight for your starport.
Exactly. You need to go directly for your starport. Engineering bay, we're done. We're past it. We've advanced.
Oh, we need this idle SCV because at all times you need these idle. There's a reason why they count it in the upper left of the minimap because they're like, hey, you should have a lot more of these.
Idle workers is actually an intimidation factor. Normally what you'd like to do is you'd like to line them all up in a conga line right in front of the enemy's base. That way it's the most effective. You're spreading the intimidation out over a long plane.
He's leaving the Overlord here that's scouting because, I mean, he wants to have me see like all this stuff. He wants me to be intimidated.
Yeah. Exactly. His 6 supply, your Overlord just sees it there. He's just like, I can't do anything about it. There's nothing I can do. He's going to win with the 6 supply.
I do love this idle SCV. I mean, you can just see the strategy behind this.
Dude, there's actually 2. So there's one right outside the barracks. The barracks looks like it's producing some Reapers. Reapers are very effective against nothing. So that's going to get taken out pretty quickly. SCV is down. And he's going to retreat. I think that pretty sure that the supply has actually been upgraded to the point where if you're in his base for more than like a second, it just explodes. So
yeah,
Michael has to be very careful.
Well, you see,
about
the
that.
Reapers are really effective at dying against Zerglings.
Exactly.
And that is the strategy he's going for.
It's a very, very effective strategy.
So he's gonna lift off the barracks because if it's up in the air, it can't be attacked.
Exactly. I mean, most people think that you can't actually produce anything, but you can. You can produce. So as you can see, there's
Well, I mean,
still
the
an
barracks
ILS
is
TV
useless,
sitting outside
dude.
of his Vespine Geyser, and he actually retracted the supply depot. So this is actually Michael's chance to attack. Let's see if he actually does. He has a lot of Zerglings out in his Topgunner's natural, and it looks like he's actually moving a few more overlords. Looks like he's starting to spread his creep even more with his queen down there. That's pretty good.
Now you see, I had a lot of vision in this game, and this is my downfall. I mean, I'm seeing way too much.
Yeah, you definitely are.
I'm controlling too much of the map. It's just way too much responsibility.
Yeah. So idle SCV after the engineering bay. The not going to get any upgrades going on that at all because I mean we don't need upgrades. The
But we need that engineering. You
still.
need it as a building. It's like a defensive structure.
Yeah, exactly. You
It'll
just
distract the other player into attacking it.
Exactly.
Great.
All right. Michael once again retreating to Topgunner's natural. Looks like Topgunner's going to choose to actually get some more workers here. Interesting to see what he does with them. Still only 2 workers getting minerals. 1 worker in the Vespine Geyser and 2 idle. 1 sitting outside the Vespine Geyser, not doing anything, and 1 sitting outside the engineering bay.
Well, this is where you can see great strategies coming through. Now, a lot of people think that they need more workers on these minerals, so that way they're collecting them faster. That's wrong. You want less, so that way you're collecting them slower. That way you can get things slower. It bores the other player, and then they don't want to attack you because they feel bad for killing you too fast.
Exactly. Precisely. I'm going to go back for that factory again with that idle SCV sitting out the engineering bay. The SCV, if you look at him, he's actually turned and he's looking towards the Vespine Geyser now.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if wonder what he's going to do with that. Still not only 1 supply depot, but that 6 supply depot is going to be what wins the game, really.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he retracted it down just so that way it's not overpowering.
Exactly. Looks like Michael is deciding to bring in some retard magnets. Let's see how those work out for him. He's bringing in 2 right next to each other, and 1 is back over these roaches that he has coming in. I'm not sure what he's going to do with these roaches yet, though.
I'm going to have them slash dance.
Alright. One thing that's actually very effective with roaches is that they can actually avoid the supply depot's complete tornado, so vacuum thing, by just going underground. But they're actually the only unit that can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's their special ability.
You end up getting a tech lab up on that factory here, and still has an SCV sitting out idle behind it. Maybe he's trying to have the SCVs use their ESPN to actually figure out the outcome of this game. Using some of their psychic powers of ESPN.
It's blocking me from rotating the camera to look at the SCV.
That's unfortunate.
So
we're not going to be able to actually tell. We're not going to be able to tell whether or not this SCV is using his ESPN. Topgunner is going to actually produce nothing out of the factory, but he is going to have it selected.
He currently has a 0
siege
APM
tank.
going. This is his thinking process.
Yes.
Okay, so he is building right now.
He actually has 12 APM. Now it's back down to 0. His average has been 7. The lower the APM, the better. APM is actions per mile. So you obviously want to have as few actions per mile because, I mean, the more actions you do in 1 mile, the more tired you're going to get. So you just need to do as few as possible so that way you can go as many miles as possible. Very good strategy. His barracks is going to be sitting out still, doing absolutely nothing up in the air except for making
2 upgrades being researched by me over in the Zerg camp. A huge swarm of overlords, allowing me to reach maximum army size. Maximum army size isn't really necessary. I mean, if you look at Topgunner, you only need to go up to 19. 19 is the magic number right there.
Yeah, exactly. People think it's like up in the hundreds. It's not. No matter what race, no matter anything you're doing, 19 supply is all you need.
Yep. I mean, it's overall just the best strategy. Siege tanks, by the way, they do not need to be sieged.
No. I mean, the siege. He actually hasn't researched anything at all whatsoever. It looks like he's going to be trying to get that starport back
Okay,
up once
so
again.
he does siege it, which
He does.
That's a questionable strategy. I mean, I don't know if I like him having it sieged right there.
That could do some real damage to the
Overall strategy.
the what now?
I think this. I don't think this is gonna be a good thing for his overall strategy. Of not winning.
I was going to say it's probably a bad thing for the roaches, especially since they can kind of just be underground. And you won't be able to see them, and then just kind of pop up and destroy them. But it's all right. We have some.
Putting it though in the middle of the base, I like it. Allows it to not see much at all.
You can see Michael has 17 and counting Hydralisks all coming up from his base. Getting a nice army amassed out here. Let's check on that 6th supply depot. Supply depot is still down. Not sure if he's ever going to bring that back up, because that is going to be what is going to have to win the game for him.
Oh, so he's producing SCVs right now. If
he's getting
good
more
production tab,
SCVs.
you can see all the great stuff he's producing.
Getting 1 SCV. We are at...
Oh, he is going for a fusion core right now.
Getting his fusion core up. That's good. That's always good. The fusion core can get you a lot of...
Something. Yeah, it's going to allow him to go for that battlecruiser. As you can see, we are definitely nearing the 4-minute mark for his battlecruiser rush.
Yes. If you divide that number by 5, we're getting very close to the 4-minute mark.
Yes.
So, yeah. So one thing people actually don't know is that with the Fusion Core, what it allows, there's actually a secret research that is available for the Fusion Core that allows the supply depots to actually suck in even when they're underground. So that's actually a very good strategy by Topgunner here.
So I like
Michael's definitely going to have to watch that.
2 SCVs over one refinery and 1 at the other refinery. You see how it says out of 3? That's not how you want.
No. Now he has 4 at the one refinery and only 2 at the other refinery. So 4, people actually don't know is 4 is the actual optimal number, because that means that there's always one person waiting, doing absolutely nothing. Not one person waiting. Oh no, he took it off. All right, so that's the he lost. GG.
Yep. So the fusion core isn't actually researching anything. It doesn't need to. It's just there to enable the battlecruisers.
Looks like we have a Banshee out. It has absolutely no upgrades, no cloak, and no armor, no weapons upgrades at all whatsoever. Siege tank is in siege mode. Let's see if that actually does anything. Maybe it'll move to the edge.
This is a very scary army right here. I mean, it can attack ground and ground.
Yeah.
This one's flying though, so it's very scary, and it can't be attacked because it's flying.
Yes, exactly. Except for
this one's siege, which means it's indestructible.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
All right, so it looks like he isn't going to go further. Oh, he brought his supply depot back up, waiting for an attack from Michael. Maybe he actually somehow miraculously saw the entire army outside of his base. Because I mean, he has
see
all
if
of
he's
his
seen anything. No. He's gonna leave that Overlord there because it's a nice decoration, though.
He decides that at 18 supply, he will build another supply depot. That is going to actually divide his vacuum power for his supply depots, though. So that might actually be his downfall.
Oh, he's supply blocked right now, so he does need another supply depot. But he's going to leave the battlecruiser queued because you want to already spend the minerals, right?
Exactly. So that battlecruiser is going to take probably a little bit of time. It is at 9 of 90 right now, and he's bringing up his barracks. He's going to try to fly that off the edge of the map. And this might be GG. Nope, pulling off.
I mean, I was just way too intimidated by this entire structure interface. I mean, look at that supply depot over there on the right, dude.
One thing you actually did was, you didn't take that, that's one supply depot, but you did take down the other one. So that means that all of the vacuum power has gone back into the single supply depot, which means you're going to have to probably get out of the base as soon as you can. Seems as if the barrack has gone down. The refinery is going down right now, and the supply, good, you took out the supply depot, so that means that that's not going to have any vacuum powers at all whatsoever. But as you can see, there's a few Hydralisks trying to pick off this starport before it gets the battlecruiser out, which it might be taken down. It is at 82, 83 of 90, and it's gone. And there we go. That's GG.
And that is how shitty Topgunner is this game.